Hello, welcome to the Net Zero Nuclear Blue Zone Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai. I'm here with Allan Simpson, Chief Technologist at Equilibrion. Hello, Allan.
Hi, Henry.
Hi. So, can you tell me, what are your hopes and expectations for this COP28?
So I think for me at this COP28, one of the things I'm really looking for is a greater discussion about where our future primary energy sources are going to come from. We talk a lot about the phase out of fossil fuels, and to do that we have a significant amount of primary energy to replace. And that needs to be done with a range of technologies, including renewables and nuclear as a really important part of that.
Very good, absolutely agree. So in particular, what is your organisation doing to reduce the carbon emissions by 2050?
So Equilibrion's quite unique. We are a nuclear organisation that focuses on how to connect nuclear energy with end-use markets beyond electricity. So we're focused on how we can use nuclear to support the decarbonisation of heat, of industrial processes, of transportation. Now, that's quite a lot of our energy usage is encompassed within those different energy demands. And at the moment, it is not fully considered in how we use nuclear to make that happen. A lot of the time when we think about building new nuclear plants, we focus on using them for baseload electricity. But actually, when we start to consider the wider markets of nuclear, we can create a more compelling proposition and a more compelling commercial proposition for new nuclear builds, which can help to accelerate nuclear build-out. So what Equilibrion does is we focus on being that interface between those two different areas. So we look to bring together the end-use markets by spending a lot of time going and speaking to those people that have the decarbonisation challenge, that have the protesters outside their offices saying, we need you to stop using oil, and talking to them about what are their plans for decarbonisation and helping them to understand a bit more about nuclear technology. But in doing the same, we start to understand more about what their needs are and what their demands are. And we use that to design systems and concepts for how we can convert their needs and demands, whether that be for synthetic fuel or maybe hydrogen or maybe heat, from the constant heat and electricity of nuclear power. And we aim to be that interface so that we can develop projects that create a constant demand of heat and power from a nuclear power plant, which is along the lines of what we already know how to do with nuclear, and to convert that into a flexible range of energy forms that then go through to the customers. And that could be a single customer for a client, or it could be a range of customers in a local area or a wider region. And by doing that, we increase the possibility of engaging a wider capital pool to help build out, and also improving the commerciality of the financing.
Very, very, very good. So, just focusing now on that nuclear aspect, what is your organisation Equilibrium now looking to help the tripling of nuclear capacity?
Absolutely. So, an example, I talked about what we do to connect end-use markets to nuclear. Our first example of how we're doing this is our project EQ Flight, which we recently launched. Now, EQ Flight is a project concept for the production of synthetic fuel for aviation from nuclear power. It is technology neutral in nuclear power. We can couple it into any type of reactor. And our concept study at the moment uses a small modular reactor, a light water reactor. So it uses proven technology. It then couples into a combination of other proven technology for the synthesis of drop-in aviation fuel that can go into the planes we fly today. The point is that fuel is made from the capture of CO2 from the air and from the production of hydrogen from water, and therefore is completely net zero in its application. And because we can make use of nuclear power to provide constant heat and electricity to that process, we can produce that fuel much more efficiently than comparable technologies. So comparable technologies using renewable energy struggle more with the intermittency of renewables to produce at scale. So one of our EQ Flight project solutions can produce in the region of, we think, 110 million litres of aviation fuel per year. To put that into context for you, there's a demand forecast by IATA, the global body for aviation, indicating a demand for circa 440 billion litres per year of fuel by 2050.
Wow.
So that would equate to about 4,000 of these projects, each of which would require a reactor. And so we believe it's a project like this that can create the level of demand for, say, small modular reactors that helps us get that fleet build effect on a global scale to deliver that tripling of nuclear capacity.
That's brilliant. I mean, 4,000, that's actually about 10 times the current fleet today. So that is more than tripling, but fantastic. And just finally now, what is your thoughts and views on the net zero nuclear initiative here that we're promoting at COP for that tripling of nuclear?
I think the net zero nuclear initiative is really good. It's bringing that conversation to the table on the importance of primary energy sources and the importance of nuclear in a future energy mix. And I think one of the great things that's been done with the Net Zero Nuclear Initiative is the combination of the political and industrial commitments to new nuclear. I think we have to recognise that build out of nuclear energy, it requires the combination of both to happen. It needs a political will and industrial will. And I believe the release of the Industrial Pledge, which we are proud to be signatories of, is a really powerful addition to this COP. And I hope that we will continue to bring this conversation to COP in years to come, and to engage people on where that future primary energy sources can be.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Allan. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Well, cool.